Hot 937,
Yes.
man. Booker Regg in the morning. We got the amazing Victoria Monet on this live with us right now. How are you?
Hold on, you gotta say it the right way now. We got the Grammy Award winning Victoria Monet
How many
with
Reds?
us.
Is it just one Reg? Is it just one? That's
She
No,
got like
two?
three of them. She got more
no.
Is it wow.
got a
Congratulations.
three-peat
Three-peat. Or three-peat. Yo, how do you three-peat in one night, Victoria? Three-peat.
on your first go-round, right?
The Lord, that was the Lord.
Victoria, how long have you waited for this moment and how patient have you been to get to where you are right now?
It honestly feels like I've been waiting all my life. I moved to LA 15 years ago to pursue it, but I think even before that, Grammys were in the dream. So um yeah, forever. It's been forever. So it feels that much greater to be in this moment right now.
And a lot of people who don't know much about you, they look at you and be like, "Wow, she just popped up with On My Mama and she got 3 Grammys." But it took a lot more than that, and it wasn't given to you. It was a lot of hard work.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I know the quote is it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. Well, I'm a overnight and a half because it's been 15. So
How do it feel? Because you've been in the game, you've been writing for other people, but now you're in the forefront. It's about you. How did that feel?
I'm having a great time. I really love the creative process from start to finish, not only from songwriting, but like when you get to shoot music videos, when you get to do photo shoots and the touring aspect, creating a live show, bringing the music to life. All of these elements mean so much to me. So as an artist, I get to have my hand in each of those elements. So I'm excited.
Now, when you got to make that video, when you saw those cars you got to jump up and down on, how did that feel? I would have been like, "Get off my car!" Not.
You know, you know what? It was interesting because we had rehearsed it in a dance studio, right? Which is obviously the ground doesn't move, but when we got on those cars, they like bounce, and we have parts that we're jumping up and down. So it was interesting to like adjust on set. But I think that's the fun about Sean Bankhead and having real dance artists next to you is they're able to like give you those tips and tricks to like make it still happen through the challenges that you wouldn't even think about while watching it, but you know that they exist. Also, you know how in the back of the trucks, there's like a divot in each of them, like,
Yeah.
so we had to put a board, figure out how to put a board down and make that stay still so we have a flat place to dance on the back of the truck. So it's like a lot of little details that go into things to make them look seamless. But just having a great team of people who have great ideas is really helpful.
All right, so you got the song "On My Mama," which is a huge song, but before that, you did a song with Buju Banton.
Wow.
Yes,
He's a legend. That's legendary.
completely.
Is that something that you aim to do? Like, you know what? I want to do a song with Buju, or is it a song that you made and you was like, you know what? I think he'll sound good on this.
So I always wanted to collaborate with him. My mom introduced me to him when I was obviously a kid, but his voice stood out to me, and it was always on like a Sunday when she was in a good mood and cleaning and like had a vibe. So I was like, I want that experience and I want to be a part of that. And so when I did Party Girls, I wasn't expecting a yes at all, but I wrote his name down on the track list just to visualize it along with the other features that were on the album. And I just decided to shoot my shot and ask. So when I went to Instagram to just like send a message request to try to like message him, he is already following me. So I was like, what?
Wow.
When? Since when? And like, so I was like, okay, maybe that's another sign that I should send this message. So I reached out, he gave me his WhatsApp and I sent the music and we were conversating about it and he wanted to take a listen. And then the next time he called me back on WhatsApp video with a verse, I was like,
Wow.
so like it's such a really cool organic process working with him. He called me to congratulate me after the Grammys, and he's just been so supportive and kind. Showed me the ropes in Jamaica. We went to shoot the video out there. So it was just really, really cool to have that legend a part of this project.
Victoria, one thing about them Jamaicans, they're gonna use that WhatsApp.
They're gonna use
Oh
what's that?
yeah. Yeah.
They can be in the next room and they're gonna use that
They're
word.
gonna use what's that?
Yes,
Yeah, the word.
exactly.
When you after you did the vision and you put Buju name there, hoping that it happens, and it eventually happened, did that give you like a new confidence of, you know what, I could get anybody to do a collab with me?
No, I mean, I do strongly believe in my manifestations abilities because a lot of the things that I've thought of and written down have happened. But I wouldn't say anyone. There's still quite a few particular people in particular. I'm like, ooh, that's rough. Like Sade.
Put them on the board. Put her on the board. You gotta put her on the
Lord.
board.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
I'm definitely not afraid to write anything down for sure. So it's just up to what God wants to,
Now,
to happen.
when you wrote the song "On My Mama," it meant a lot to you because it wasn't at one of the best times in your life. But and you wrote that song. What did the title mean to you? Because I think when some females hear that song, they take it different ways. What does that song mean to you as far as you being positive and earning your respect and taking your respect? Do I get that from you from that title?
Definitely. I think there's so many elements to look at on my mama and so many lenses to look at it with. That I'm glad that people are looking at it as a mantra, and an affirmation, and it was something that I needed to hear myself. And I do believe that music has a way of getting into your subconscious. So the lyrics that you're hearing and singing, you start to believe and act like, and your cells respond to what you're feeling. So I'm glad that On My Mama has a positive message, but also is like, you can talk shit bit about physical appearance too, um and like being so confident that you're in the space that you're supposed to be, that you could put it on your mom. And I really, there was so many reasons it tied into my life at the time, but in particular because I had just become a mom, so I was
Right.
like, I need something to write about that feels authentic to my life right now, but also something that I need and the world needs. So I feel like it was a perfect culmination of all of those elements, and like great way to bring culture into the forefront as well, with choreography and elements from the early 2000s and fashion from the early 2000s. It was just really fun.
So you won 3 Grammys. How fast did life start moving after that for you?
Immediately, I came back to my phone with like 500 text messages, and then I would like say thank you to everybody, and then the next day it would go back up to like 6. I was like, I couldn't keep up, but everyone has been so supportive and loving, and um it's just been amazing, like such a whirlwind. And after the Grammys, I had literally planned to like go into this, get a chemical peel and go into the studio and just like do music. But that did not happen because of the calls we got right after. Like Tim Cook invited me to be in his box at the Super Bowl. So I'm like, okay, it's up right now. We have to go outside. So it's been really cool just to see certain opportunities happen. But yeah, I'm happy to get back into the studio. It's for the root of it all to make the next wave.
Now
Mm.
you're here right now. You have your daughter. Your daughter's gonna get older and she's gonna become a teenager. What do you want your daughter to see when she looks at you?
For the most part, really, really hard work, the tenacity, hard work, the determination. Um, I don't only want to attribute this determination to my Taurus ways because she's a Pisces. I want her to know that it's in her blood to do so, and she has a support system that'll carry her through all of those times, and a perfect example in her mom, to show you potentially how long it'll take, but also that it's still possible, and there's really no age crunch. You know what I mean? Before there was like a kind of like a idea that you had to be a new artist at 22, 23, and like you have to make it before you can't have kids and be an artist. Like all of these little rules, imaginary rules that were put on women. And I want to be a part of the reason why she doesn't believe any of that shit, so she could see her mom, um, and what we've done together
Great,
after she was born. So
Yeah,
great.
that's dope. Victoria Monet. So I want to take it back. You know, you say you want your daughter to see the hard work and all of that good stuff. Let's go back to 10 years ago before
Mhm.
On My Mama. What was the first big break for Victoria Monet?
To be honest, I thought my first big break was getting signed to Motown at 20,
Mm,
21. I was like, "Ooh, mama, I made it." The Temptations ain't got nothing. I just felt like Motown is such a big part of Black history and like Black American music. And so I was excited to be there, and I saw so much for that opportunity, but I've had so many ebbs and flows in this 15-year journey that I feel like I'm equipped to handle all the peaks and valleys right now.
mm,
Victoria, we got to thank you for checking in. Congratulations on all your awards. There's many
definitely.
more to come. I want to see the song. I want the song with you and Sade. I want
Hey,
the song with you and Jay-Z. I want with
hey,
you and Barack Obama. Just
We're
you
gonna we're gonna write it on our board too.
just talking. That's what I want. Okay, it's gonna
thank you.
happen.
Thank you so much.